This video is not sponsored by chocolate crackles, but I'd like to let you know they're tasty. Hi, this is a very special episode dedicated to someone very special. This is dedicated to my cousin Jacob, who for the past 3 years has been constantly asking me, when am I going to put up new YouTube videos? And the answer is now! There you go, Jacob. This is for you. Thank you for motivating me for the past 3 years to finally make one more video. The focus of this video is the musical instruments that I own, because I was playing my cello for the first time in a year the other day, and I thought, instruments! So here we go on the grand tour. Okay, first up on the magical mystery tour of instruments, don't sue me, the Beatles, is this giant recorder that I bought from a second-hand shop years ago and only recently rediscovered. I can't actually play any real songs on it, but here we go. I was too deep of a breath, but oh well. Ta-da! The recorder, who is not yet named. Second up is the flute, which I believe belonged to my great-grandfather, who was in like a marching band. The only thing that I don't like about this flute is that it doesn't have a full octave. It only has 7 notes, which means there are so many songs that are off limits to me. But oh well, it's good sounding, so, yeah. That's as far as I know of that song, but for those of you who are paying attention, that's from The Lord of the Rings! Wham, wham, wham! Ta-da, that's the end of that's the end of the woodwinds. Derwin is my ukulele, who I got from my grandparents, and even though I've had Derwin for quite a while, I can only play 4 chords or so, so here's a demonstration of those chords, a little song I wrote within a week of getting it and have not updated since. Ta-da! Yeah. Done, everybody! This is a violin. It's blue. It only has 3 strings. It doesn't have a shoulder rest, and we don't have a bow because bow mites got into all our violins. But none of those things have stopped me before, so here we go. Ta-da! This is the love of my life, Edward, the cello. He's special. I've killed him before. He's got a little scar right there on his neck from when I decapitated him when I was in year 9, but that's all in the past. And he doesn't mind that I spent a few months playing his brother Jonathan because he was in the hospital getting his neck reattached. Anyhow, other than the violin, the cello is the only instrument that I've had people actually teach to me. The violin was from 4 years old, I think, until about 9, and the cello was from then until when I was in year 11, and after that I still did quite a bit of cello for school, so I was practicing all the time. Until the day before yesterday, I hadn't actually played Edward in about a year. So yeah, the fun part about the cello is that you can play really cool stuff like this. So that's fun, right? That's swell, that's all good. And other times when you're playing the cello, like the majority of the time I spent in school playing the cello, it's really basic, boring garbage, like this. So the majority of the sheet music I have for my cello, because this is pretty much the only instrument that I can actually read the sheet music for, is stuff like that, because I was in a band, which meant I did the backup music, which means I don't know how to play songs unless I have a book that tells me, but then most of the time I'm like, wait, is that the right note? Am I doing two things here or three? I need a teacher is basically the point of what I'm saying. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Edward, my beautiful boy, who I hope I will play more often. I'm sorry, I missed you. Mwah. This is surprisingly not my biggest instrument. As we all saw, Edward is massive. This is Dove, who I got for Christmas, I think about a year or two ago, and have played a total of about 3 times because the strings hurt my fingers. And it's lost a string here, but I mean, haven't we all? And, yeah, I can really only play a very terrible version of the Tetris theme song on it, so let's give that a try. Let's just not go any further because this isn't working out. But I've got Dove, beautiful, blue, missing a string, and I will attempt to learn chords when my fingers are such babies. Ladies and gentlemen, the time we've all been waiting for. The introduction to the world of an instrument that no one else owns because I invented it. That's right. This right here, this beautiful monstrosity, known to all as the Disgrace, is one of a kind. And only I can play it, because it's so dumb. Alright, let's give this a whirl. It's dumb and I'm in love with it. This instrument, beautiful, ugly, horrendous, known to all as the Disgrace, has a rich, rich history. It got stepped on by my mum, which accounts for the fact that the back of it is made up of duct tape. My dad tried to tune it back when it was a regular child's guitar and snapped one of the strings, so already we only had 5. Then I tried to tune it to become a ukulele, like a super big ukulele. This was before I got Derwent. And I tried to put another string in here, and that snapped pretty much immediately. And I'd run out of strings, but now we've only got 3 strings. And I thought, hold on a cotton pickin' minute. This thing is in tune. So, the Disgrace was born, and it was named in a beautiful ceremony when I went up to one of my friends who actually plays the real guitar, and I said, look what I made! And she looked at it and she went, that's a disgrace. And I went, alright! And so, here he is, beautiful. He's a little rattly, because this one's very loose, so whenever I go, it makes a stupid buzzing noise, but that's okay, we forgive him. And it's actually probably the instrument I play the most often. My siblings, my family will tell you that we'll be watching TV and I'll just have the Disgrace out and I'll be going. And then all the time be like, shut up, we're watching Pirates of the Caribbean. So, yeah, I can do quite a few songs with this, but the problem is that there's no way for me to record anything. I have no idea how to write music, like, down for this. which means that if I figure out how to play a song on it, I have to just remember it and go off muscle memory in my fingers, which doesn't always work out, especially if I'm doing a longer song. So we spent a lot of time doing flats and sharps with this boy, ladies and gents. Ta-da! So that's it, guys. Alice, my camera person, has fallen asleep on my shoulder. And that's the end of the video. I hope you are interested in instruments, or if you're not, then you thought it was funny. Bye!